Hi everyone, how are you? It's me, Dottie Mae. It is Vlogmas Day 20. 5 more days till Christmas. Can you believe it? I can't either. So, it is Sunday night. What time is it? Just about 9:15. I just got home a little bit ago. And I was at my aunt's today. And tonight, or this evening, we went through a drive-through Christmas thing at a church in Grand Haven, and it was called The Way to the Manger, and they had different sections or stations, and there were 6 stations, and each station you could either read out of this booklet or you could listen to the podcast that they had recorded. So station 1 was Peace in Bethlehem. Station 2 was called Comfort, Nazareth. Station 3 was called Joy, Judea. Station 4 was Hope, the Journey. Station 5 was Love, Bethlehem. And Station 6 was Worship, What Will You Choose? And the final discussion question: have you trusted in Jesus and received his forgiveness for your sin, finding true hope, love, joy, and peace? Now, I know that there are non-believers, probably even ones that watch me. I don't know. But this kind of ties into today's prompt, which is, what does Christmas mean to you? Good or bad? Well, I'm a believer, so to me, Christmas is the birth of Christ. What was I going to say? Yeah, the birth of Christ. Happy birthday, Jesus. Jesus is the reason for the season. I believe that. But I also have always, gotten gifts, and when my kids were little, we went and seen Santa Claus, and so I kind of kept the belief of Santa Claus alive, even though, yeah, anyway. But also, I told you guys the other day I was struggling with my faith, and I kind of am again, and I do. I mean, it seems like I go so well for a while, and then something happens, and it makes me question God, and, like, why am I going through such a hardship, such a horrible storm, and it seems like it's never going to end? Why does this other person who is an obvious sinner have things so easy and things handed to them on a silver platter? Why? It doesn't make sense. But it's not for me to understand, right? For those believers out there, it's not for me to understand. I have to trust in God, knowing that he has laid out my life and that I am on the path that he chose for me, and I have to be grateful for it. I do have plenty of blessings, I will admit, obviously. I have 2 wonderful kids. I have family that loves me and supports me. And so I can be grateful for that. And of course, I have one true Father that loves me regardless of my sins, has covered my sins, and I will have eternal glory one day. I was going to talk a little bit too about depression, and I haven't had much problems with anxiety lately, but depression I have, and I know it's probably seasonal depression, the time of year. And some may wonder, if you're such a believer, why are you depressed? Why aren't you joyful and expressing joy and showing joy, knowing that you have a loving God and He's taking care of you and you're never going to walk alone? And honestly, I just want you to know that it's okay to not be okay, even as a believer. And I'm also going to say that aside from family and friends, I know that it's God that's gotten me through some of the darkest moments of my life. And I've been in some pretty dark places. As a kid, I was abused, both verbally and sexually, and I think some of my depression kind of stems from that. Verbal abuse is like almost impossible to escape from, because my dad thought he was teasing me and having fun, but it wasn't. It was verbal abuse, and it hurt. And I'm 49 years old, and there are times when people say things to me, they're just teasing or giving me shit or whatever, but it sounds abusive to me. It's how I understand it, and I think it's because of all that I went through as a kid. And so it hurts. You gotta think before you speak, especially to someone who suffers from depression, or some other mental illnesses as well. You may think you're just teasing or having a good time or whatever, but that person may be hurt by what you say. And if they say to you, or maybe if they don't say anything to you, maybe they ignore you, get the hint, get the clue. What you've said hurt them, and it was unnecessary, and should have never came out of your mouth if you were thinking about what you're talking about, or thinking before you speak. Blah, sorry. And I'm just a sensitive person, so sue me. I will never change. I will always be sensitive. I'm not a hard shell person. Never have been. Although I will say I am a pretty strong person. I am pretty strong. I've been through a lot of shit and hell. And keep getting back up. I fall, I get back up. I fall, I get back up. I fall, I get back up. Now, there's been a couple times where I struggled to get back up. And there was one time, just one time, where I considered not getting back up and giving up and wanting to take my life, because I thought it would be better that way. Because I thought that there was nothing left to live for, and yeah, that was a dark time. And it took me a while. I'm still fighting to this day, almost 3 years later. But do you see that? I don't know if you can tell what it says, maybe not. Strength. And also the semicolon. It's a depression thing. It means my story could have ended, but it goes on. It didn't end. It kept going. It's going to keep going because I value the life that the Lord has given me. So even though there are times like now where I suffer depression and it gets the best of me, or it tries to, I am doing better with my coping skills. I have an app on my phone and on my iPad. It's the Bible app, and I do read in it daily, or I try to. Sometimes I forget. I'm not perfect. But yeah, considering everything, I think I'm doing pretty darn well. And I forgot to show you this ornament that I got tonight at that drive-thru thing. The way, not a way, the way in a manger. And that just says Christmas at Harvest 2020, because that was the name of the church, was Harvest. So, and then we also got this book, Christ is All You Need, a 10-lesson study on the character of Jesus Christ. So, I don't know if I'm going to go through this book or not. I'm not sure. But it was a nice little gift for going through their Christmas program. Drive-through Christmas program. And it was nice. I enjoyed it. So anyway, I've rambled on long enough. It's already almost 12 minutes. I need to work in the morning, so I should be getting to bed. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow for day 21. Oh my Lord. The shortest day of the year, right? And then the days start to get longer again. Yay. I'm ready for summer when it stays light out until 10 p.m. Bring back summer, because I hate being cold. Oh yeah, I've said that. And I'll say it a lot. So I apologize now. Oh, wait, one more thing before I leave. A song that someone introduced me to that resonated with me so much. I just had to share it. And, dang it, what was it called? Of course I can't remember when I want to. It's called Truth Be Told by Matthew West. I listened to that song that, like I said, a friend recommended, and totally related to it. Thought it was me through and through. And so, if you're so inclined, give it a listen. Search for it on YouTube or something. It is, once again, Truth Be Told by Matthew West. All right, with that, I'm going to go. Peace and love. Bye.